2, 3 seconds just for the audio to catch up with the video. Sometimes it starts a little few seconds after the video. Hi my friends, how you doing? Welcome to the Joy of Pouring with me, Cy Frost. So I would like to, oh sorry, I'm just losing my train of thought immediately there. And after last week's complete debacle, there is no last week's canvas, unfortunately, to give away. But I do have the canvas to give away, and I didn't tell Christy this just now. I do have the canvas to give away from the Colour Theory, GOP. It was number 23. So if you want to see how we made this, if you missed it, it's GOP 23. And this was the Colour Theory. If you get real close, you see there's a few imperfections, the little spots of white that were in the pillow, and the colours were a little bit too thick, and the cell activator just kind of warped a bit here. But it's very pretty. And if you'd like to win this, please watch Christy's video. Video number 58, and I believe that's her Dutch pour video. If you could please watch that in its entirety, helping her build her watch hours, and comment love on it, okay? So if you like this, guys, yes, please watch Christy's video number 58, watch it in its entirety, and comment love. And Christy will select a winner next Sunday morning. So there you go, that's that one I wasn't telling you about, Christy. Bless your heart, you're okay, darling. We've got to help each other. Artists supporting artists is where it really is at, you know, because we're capable of such amazing things if we just help each other. Anyway, chitty chat, mouth's dry already, hey. But anyway, let's get on with the introductions. We have the lovely Vanna Swipe here, who is also in the live chat. We have Christy here, who's in my ear. She's in Illinois, and also in the live chat there. Hopefully we'll be seeing Britt and Bridget, and maybe Sheldon too would be great. And of course, our lovely Christy, you'll see in there, and also Venom, our lovely brother from another mother, Darren from Venom Fluid Art, will also be in there. I just see a little message of his pop up there right now, so that's great. So that's the introductions. Now let's just explain the kind of crazy train has changed a little bit, because it was all getting a little bit long, and too long we were thinking. That's why the guys now, Britt, Sheldon and Lance, are now at 1 o'clock before. They're not this week because they had a big collaboration yesterday, and I strongly urge you to check that out. Some beautiful pieces of art were made in that collaboration. I'm really sorry, guys, I didn't have time to write down the name of it, but if you go to Britt, Sheldon or Lance's channel, you will see one of their recent videos is this fabulous collaboration. And that was yesterday, so they are taking a break today, but next week they're going to be starting at 1 o'clock, and then it will be the usual time for me, 2 o'clock, and that's when the Acrylic Crazy Train wheel starts with Darren, Venom Fluid Art, all the way in New South Wales. And then it comes all the way back for Creations by Christy. Christy in my ear, she's in Illinois. And then the special guest this week is Tazzy Bean from Taslima. Please remind me of it, Christy. Taslima Maya Art. There you go. Sorry, Taslima. Did you get it wrong or not get it right the first time for you there, Tassie Bean? But Tassie Bean is this special guest. So I please urge you to stay on the train and have a great time with those following videos. Okay. So just got to tell you guys, anyone's watching for the first time, any people there, please subscribe to our channels. And when you subscribe, it means you're going to be able to like our videos. Now, liking videos is really important. So I can't stress that enough. Please, guys, please like my video here, like the videos of the artists that are following me afterwards, because the more likes we get, the higher number of likes, then YouTube starts selecting those high likes and like puts it in suggested channels or watches for different people and things like that. So the like is really important. The subscribe is awesome too, but the biggest thing is the watched hours. This is why we're asking you to watch Christy's video there, number 58, for the chance to win that little prize. And yes, so we're trying to build up our Christy's watched hours. Darren's already there, thank the Lord, but that's subscribing really, so you can interact. Also, if you subscribe, you can interact in this live chat that's going on with all these lovely, fabulous people that are so much fun to be around. Watching the live chats back when I get a chance, I'm just doubled up in laughter. You guys are a hoot. You're really crazy. Hence the crazy train, I guess, really. But yes, you can like and comment. And also in the bottom right-hand corner of where you type your message in, into the live chat, there's a little $sign. Now that's for sending us super chat and super stickers. This helps fund us and get new equipment and afford the postage when people can't afford the postage themselves of the prizes and things like that. And yes, it also helps us save our money so we can get a new laptop so we can have this multi-angle thing we're already talking about. We have some webcams. Thank you very much. It was Danny, wasn't it? Danny Troop. Thank you very much for those webcams. So we just need a new laptop. So that's what the super chat and super stickers for. So if you want to be kind or feel so inclined and support us, Rainbow Bean, there we go, my friends. That's an example of a super sticker. It's another way you can write your little questions in it, and it's a highlighted chat and it stays at the top, as you can see, and it's a great way to get noticed in the live chat and to get your questions read. Okay, excuse me for 1 minute. Now let's just move on to this. You remember this that I was chatting about, the materials giveaway? I took Britt's lead when she did a poll on the group saying, you know, what would you rather win, our time, our art, or supplies? And supplies came back pretty heavy. So here we go, guys. You know, I've been over this last week and the week before of the things. You can see what gifts are in there. We've got some glitter, we've got some tube paints, we've got some pigment there for resin, we've got some white deco art, satin enamel there. We've got a lovely big tube of teal Artist Loft, and we've got that fabulous 12-inch fluid art spinner top, so you can keep your spinner nice and clean all the time with this little thing here. So okay, get on with it, Frosty. Who won? It is, I hope she's in there. I really do hope she's in the live chat. It is Krina Toma. I hope I'm reading it right. Krina Toma. You won, you got selected, so blah, blah, blah. There we go, fantastic. Please, let's get in contact. Either DM me or get into the group, the Acrylic Crazy Train. Krina, if you're not already, hopefully you are in that, and I'll be able to track you down, get your address, and send you your prize. So there we go, Krina Toma. Congratulations. So we're just going to put that, I might as well, rather than try and drop it everywhere on top of the fridge, I'll put it down on the stairs over there. So there you go. Congratulations, Krina. Oh, look, everybody's going, woo, congratulations. I know you jelly beans and you fabulous passengers are just such a great fun, such a great bunch of people. Absolutely love it. But the other way you can support us and Christy, I know she's getting her shop ready. Darren's got his shop. You can visit our stores on Facebook. So if you go onto Facebook, go onto the Acrylic Crazy Train, you can click on any one of the admins and that will take you through to their page, and also through, you can see their shop, and that's the other way to support us. You can buy a piece of art and you get something out of it too. So that's the last of that kind of chitty chat. It's paint time, really. So yes, back to basics for beginners. Oh, 1 second. I just wanted to show you the dried and resin results. Oh, I'm sorry, I've still got the light ring on. But the dried and resin results of the last video I released on Wednesday. Here we go, resin quite beautifully. You can see how those little piggies are so subtle, and then all of a sudden, bang, there they are. There was that one, a little bit of show and tell. And then there's this one too. I've got some videos of them, some lovely videos in the sun, so you don't have this light ring thing. But yeah, I'm gonna release them on the internet, on the Facebook group soon, so you'll be able to see what they look like in the sun. But yes, they came out really, really quite well, and I'm quite proud of them. Maybe we might have one of them as a live auction prize for the end of the month, possibly. What do you think, Vanna?
Yeah.
I asked Vanna, and she's just mid-sip of her coffee like this. Yeah. Thank you so much, Christy. I just heard you say in my ear, Christy, that they're beautiful. Thank you so much, darling. Anyway, right, that's enough of the chitty chatty. Oh yes, and last week again, lots of you kind of enjoyed the fail. It was good instruction. It was poorly executed. Vanna really diplomatically chose those words, and it was really great and liberating for me just to try 3 times and it failed every time. So everybody in the chat was just kind of like, oh, so you know, you're not perfect. And it's like, hell to the no, I'm not perfect. All of the pictures and things like that are the really good ones that come out. You know, for every really good one that comes out, you can have quite a few that didn't come out before you end at that one. Wouldn't you agree, Christy? Christy says, I just get in my ear. Excuse me, guys. I've got really dry lips at the moment.
You're dehydrated.
I'm dehydrated, yes, so I need to drink more. So here we go. Right. Anyway, yes, it was great to show you that they don't all come out and they can't all be zingers. Hopefully this week is going to be a bit different. So back to basics for beginners. Where are we at right now? Okay. This is a show, obviously, after the debacle last week. As soon as bad things happen like that, Vanna said, oh, aren't you going to, try and redeem yourself this week? And, oh, this is falling out my ear. Sorry, Christy, if I cut you off. Oh, I dropped it. I'm good. Brilliant. I'm just going to... I've got you in one ear, and that's still stuck in, so that's great. Anyway, yeah, I said, hell no, I'm not gonna try that again and give that one another chance to make me look a fool. But we will go back there, and I promise to try and get a better one for you guys. But I thought it was time to go back to basics for beginners again, using our budget-friendly dollar store paint and US Floetrol. Just because it's good. Not everybody has got the piggies. Not everybody can afford, the different kinds of paints and stuff. So we're going back to basics for the beginners. So if there's any burning questions you guys have, please ask away in the live chat, and our wonderful co-hosts will do their best to answer it, which they usually always do. And I don't hardly get any questions, which is cool, because I guess you get to watch me waffle on and chitty chat for a long more time. But anyway, if there's anything that's been bugging you and you've been kind of like thinking maybe you're embarrassed to ask the question, there are no silly questions, not in this house, not in the Acrylic Crazy Train. We're all about a safe space where we help people. So if you've got a question that's been killing you, like, the abbreviations, what's the difference between a pillow and a base, or what does CA mean, or, the different pouring techniques and stuff like that, ask the questions in the live chat and they will be answered for you. So I've also want to ask you, beginners at home, it's your chance to call the technique that I'm going to use with these paints we've got. Okay, so let's get the camera pointing down. I'm going to ask you again, please, in the live chat, tell us what technique you'd like me to use. It's going to be one of the basic ones, so ring pour, or I love my funnel pours, but I've done quite a few of those lately. Any of the basic beginner techniques, please shout out and tell us which one you'd like to see me do. So zipping it, get the camera pointing down, and we're going to go through some colours. Oh, hang on one second, Christy has a question. Yes, darling? Lambane. Oh, Lambane, bless your heart, darling. She can't hit the donate button. You're a sweetheart. The only thing I guess I would do maybe is go out of the live chat. So click the little cross and close it, and then go back into live chat, and maybe that might work for you. But please let us know if it is. Otherwise, there is another way that you can actually support us. It's a donation through PayPal. So it's paypal.me/Frosty Eye Candy, and we know how that's spelled. FROSTYEYEKANDI, and that's a donation button, and you can just go straight to there and you can donate. You can choose. Oh, thank you so much, Christine, for that sticker. Bless your heart, Christine. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying your new art. It should have been there with you by now. But that's the other way that you can support us. I know Christy also does have it, so Christy will put her PayPal donate link up in the live chat there. Pretty sure Darren does too. Britt, Sheldon and Lance, I'm pretty sure all do as well. So if they're in the live chat, oh, Sandy, thank you so much, darling. That was very kind of you. Please, yes, click those donate buttons if you wish to support us and you're having trouble with these stickers. The other difference with the PayPal donate, oh, Dee Crawford, thank you so much, Dee. Tracy Underwood, wow. Tracy, that was incredibly generous. Thank you so much, Tracy. The other thing with the stickers is that YouTube does take a certain percentage of the stickers off us every month. But the PayPal / our names, the donate feature, 100% of it comes to us, and I'm pretty sure, I'm going to have to check the laws in the US, but a donation is a donation. It's not an income and not subject to tax, I believe. Chitty chat. Okay. So let's get the camera pointing down, guys, and we're going to go through these colors that I've got here. I was feeling like in a rather nice and bright mood. Oh, let me just there we go, straighten the shot a little bit. I was feeling, oops. Sorry guys, I was feeling in a light and bright mood. There we go. Well, let's bring it down a little bit. And we've got our acrylic dollar store paints here. And we are going to be using, oh yeah, one of these. It's a 14 by 11. Now, I just wanted to show you the difference. This is one of the ones from the dollar store, okay? And then I've got one from my local art store. Now, this from my local dollar store, I think it was something like maybe $5, maybe $5.50 or so. And I know I've got tape on it here, but you can see how thick. Here you go, let me just pull a bit off right now. Oh, no, I don't want to do that because I'm about to use it. But the frame is really quite thin. There you go. You can see the thickness of the frame. And then the plywood that's glued and nailed onto the top of it is really super thin and like just single ply. And I don't know if you can see that. It's just single ply. One really thin sheet of plywood is all that's making up the cradle from the dollar store for about $5.50. Now, this one here is about twice the price from my local art store. Opus, it is called. There we go. If you're in Canada, Opus is awesome. And let's look at the back of this one. Now, instantly, can you see the thickness of that frame there? Really wide. And then the plywood, it's 2-ply straight away there. Now, this is much thicker and much more hard-wearing. You hear the difference than the dollar store one? So it's about twice the price, but it is really worth it because occasionally I have had these large ones, when they dry, they bow and then they buckle. And when I've been trying to resin them, I've had to pour lots of resin on one side and not much on the other because it kept dripping down and pooling because the actual thin ply that the dollar store ones are warps very easy. I'm not saying all of them do, but a few of them have on me. And yeah, if you can afford it, obviously, you know, you can get 2 of these for one of these, but these ones are much better quality. Anyway, waffling on, let's just put that to one side. So here are our colors, my friends. So as you can see, I was feeling really rainbowy here. I love roller skating, anyone that knows me. We love roller skating very much too. Vanna does, and we've got a crew that goes and has much fun. But the cones that we have are in this order. It's the lovely bright, just 6-way easy rainbow for us with the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. I have some of the gold as well, so I'm going to throw that in. And we are going to be using the white as a base. And I've mixed up myself about 4.5 ounces. So again, it's the same as the paints, 2 to 1, okay? So that's 4.5 ounces because I put 3 ounces of the American Floetrol in, and then 1.5 ounces of the white by acrylic. Mixed it up nice and thoroughly, and here we go. We've got the nice white base. With the red and with the green here, I have got some metallic red and a beautiful metallic green. This one is the Peacock Pearl. Granted, it's not the same tone as the one there, but we're going to swap these 2 out for a couple of the metallics, and we're also going to throw in this gold as well. I figured, why not? So has anybody called out in the live chat, Christy, the technique they would like to see me use?
Hot dog came up.
Hot dog. The hot dog technique. Is that about it really, Christy?
I like swipes. Vanna Swipe likes swipes.
Everybody wants to see me do a hot dog with these. Guys, I've got 4.5 ounces mixed up. That's like a hot dog swipe or a hot dog technique. Oops. this is Christy's just laughing in my ear. The hot dog technique is really kind of like, you know, a modified swipe with some blowing as well. And we use different ingredients and different consistencies for that. So that technique can't really work. So anybody else got a good one, Christy?
Ribbon pour, Dutch pour, swipe, tree ring pour.
Tree ring pour, cool. Okay, so what's the one? So okay, guys, if you're mixing up at home, put a generous ounce in these little 2-ounce pots, and we're going to put a generous half ounce of the paints in. So a Dutch pour. Excellent. Well, we know we've done these quite a while ago, actually. It was back in, while we were in Mexico, wasn't it? Back in May. I think that's show like number 8 or something like that. We did Dutch pours with these paints and this exact recipe. So absolutely, why not? Boom, boom, there we go, done. We're going to do a Dutch pour over this 11 by 14. Now I probably need to mix up a little bit more base than 4.5 ounces, because I don't think 4.5 ounces is not going to be quite enough to cover this. Because if we're doing a Dutch pour, we need to...
What's a pearl pour?
Oh, a pearl pour. So Vanna's just asked what a pearl pour is, because that's just come up. A pearl pour is where we then use satin enamel as a base. And then we put our colours down, and then all these white bubbles come through. But we are using, guys, techniques that we are using dollar store paints and the American Floetrol, guys, at 2-to-1. So obviously, you know, something like that we can't do, because that's a technique, a kind of modified bloom and swipe technique, and requires thicker consistencies. If I am correct. Oops, I'm dropping things. Did that make sense? I've got Christy's just in my ear going, Bless, right, okay, so, I've gone and filled up all of these, and we didn't need all of them. We only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, I've got an extra one there. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to put there's an ounce of Floetrol in there. I'm going to get half an ounce of white. There we go. Oop, already. Ugh. And then we're going to pour all of that into here. So now we've got, now I've lost the other earpiece too. So there was 4.5, 5, 6.5 ounces now. No, sorry, 6 ounces, not 6.5, 6 ounces. And that should be more than enough to cover this space here. And I'm gonna do the Dutch pour with my mouth, because I don't have a hairdryer hooked up right now.
And you're full of hot air.
And I, thank you, darling Vanna. Vanna says, I'm sure you heard, and I'm full of hot air. So anyway, I'm going to pick this thing up and put it back in my ear to see if I can get Christy. Hi, darling, are you still there, or did I cut you off?
You cut her off. I'll fix it.
Vanna's fixing it. Great stuff. Oh, Janet Lambine, thank you so much, darling. That is so generous of you. Thank you, Lambine. Oh. So there you go, guys. If you just joined, that's a example. Right. So I am just going to pour these out, guys. So we're pouring a generous half ounce. So halfway in between the mark of the ounce of Floetrol we put in, and the 2-ounce mark at the top. That's what we kind of want. I have to give them a little shake is probably a good idea too, guys. Oh, that was, I might have to fish something nasty out of that one. I saw it go in there. I haven't used, yeah, it's some big goober I saw go in there. Let's just give that another squeeze, get some more out of it, because you know me, and we have a little bit more here, so we can top it up to the generous half ounce. There we go. Nice. Excellent. Right, let's just, yeah, oink this, because something big and thick and nasty went in there. Oh. Oh, no. No. No, it's, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's, oh. Yeah, there's something real nasty in there, so I'm just going to, I'm just going to bring that extra one I poured out that I didn't need, that now I am going to just, there we go, perfect. That was a very generous half ounce of paint. Yeah, I'll just put that one to the side because, yeah, we don't want paint groovers. Oh my gosh, is there one in here too? Yes, there is. Oh no. Oh, Christy's just giggling. There we go. I think I got it. I got it. There we go. Yeah, I did. Excellent. Yeah, there was a nasty goober in there. Okay, let's just stir these up to see if there's any more goobers. Like I said, I haven't used the paints for a little while. So we might need to shake them up, guys. But yeah, if there's any dried paint in there, we're going to get some goobers. So if you see something, you know, unsavory plop out, you're really best to pick it out, because if it ends up on our painting, it's going to be, you're going to notice this big kind of lump. Oh, I'm stirring really frantically. I don't need to be. And yes, when it dries, you'll see this huge big kind of like, you know, unsavory thing stuck underneath the paint, and it's nice. It's nice to get rid of those. So let's just do this one, the peacock pearl. Yeah, that's lovely. There's no goobers in this one. And I know for you guys that aren't painting along with me at home, this is a bit boring to watch maybe, but that's what the live chat's for, so you can have a real good time and chitty chat, and waffle on in there while I do this, because the guys at home that are painting along are going to be mixing up their colours just at the same time. Let me just show you guys, this is what it's looking for. This is the consistency you are looking for, really nice and quite thin. So it's going to move when we blow it on the piece on the white base. Yeah, that was the peacock pearl well, actually it was peacock pearl, what's left of peacock pearl, and then this one, which is an extreme sheen, and to me the color is absolutely identical. They're pretty much the same, I think. That's what someone was asking. They look very similar to me, they're just packaged a little bit different. But anyway, yes, so that was the peacock pearl. Same with the purple one. So I've got this red one here, or like a pink one actually, an extreme sheen. But I've never found that. Oh, well, this red one, are you talking about the Festival Red in the metallics, Christy? Ah, okay, cool. No worries. Okay, oh yeah, we do need one more, because I was going to put that gold in there, wasn't I? Because we always like a bit of gold, why not? So here's the majestic purple, one of our favourites. We all love purple. It's so pretty. It goes with everything, but it's not a neutral.
Unless it's really, really dark.
Unless it's really, really dark. Yeah, again.
You're black.
Yeah.
It's a pseudo-neutral.
Exactly. Thank you, Vanna. Purple isn't usually a neutral, but any colour that's really, really, really dark, almost black, but got a slight hint of colour, is what we call a pseudo-neutral, which means it will go pretty much with any other picture, any other colour. So let me just grab. Ta-da. Oh, well, this is it actually. Well, oh yeah, we said you really wanted to see me do a Dutch pour, right, guys? But I've mixed up all this paint because I was kind of hoping we were going to do. I should have just called it myself and just said, right, we're doing this.
It's your show.
It is my show, actually, isn't it? Yes. Well, our show. I like to call it our show because of all the people that helped make it so amazing. Vanna being one, Christy being another, all of the moderators and the admins in our group, and all of the moderators in the chat. Britt, Sheldon, Lance, Christy, Darren, Vanna, all of you make it as fantastic as it is. So that's why I like to call it our show, really, rather than my show, because I like to be a little more humble than that, and just a nicer person anyway. I don't know if I'm being silly. I'm just going to shut up right now. So anyway, guys, there we go. There's the gold. Now, yeah, because we're not going to use a lot of paint. And I really wanted to do, well, I was hoping you guys would either pick a pour, like either a ring pour or a traveling pour or a tree ring pour or something like that. Because I got these new little beakers with this little pouring spout, so I can actually do some good pours properly rather than just using a cut down solo cup. So yeah, I'm sorry, we're going to do something different. I'm going to call it, and I'm going to call it differently. We're going to layer all of these colours in here. We've got about 1.5 ounces in each. So that's 3 ounces, that's 6 ounces, that's 9 ounces, 10.5 ounces. So that should be at least 3 ounces is just under 100 mil, and this is a 500 mil. So we should have this at least up to 300 mil or so, and that's going to be more than enough paint to cover this cradle. Because I fancied, like, really, I know this is weird and Christy's going to go, what? I wanted to get messy. I'm into just putting the spinner away for the time being, and especially for one of these back to basics for beginners, because, you know, beginners don't have the spinners and things like that. Beginners have, you know, what they can go to the dollar store and get, which would be these little paints. There we go, just alter the view a little bit. Okay, friends, so let's start layering this paint in here, and we're going to go in the order that we have them right there. So we're going to, I'm just going to put it all in one go.
Nelvia says your gold looks watery. Check your gold.
Nelvia says, Vanna's just told me, Nelvia, hi Nelvia, thank you, darling, says it looks a bit watery. And you know what, you're right, it is. Yeah, okay. You know what, let's just leave that one out of it. Because like I said, we've still got 3, 6, 9 ounces. And with some of the base that we've got there, that's easily going to cover this board. But now you got me just questioning myself. Let's put a bit more of this gold in and see if that helps. Well, it obviously will help, but let's see what kind of consistency we've got. There we go. I think that looks a little bit better. But I really don't want to throw something in it that's going to mud it up. And this could mud it up. What do you think, Christy? We shall just put that gold... Sorry, doll? Yeah, we'll put it to the side and get rid of it, hey? Okay, cool. So we're going to do a dirty pour. We're going to just pour them in on the side. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Because how we pour them in does make a difference with how they come out. So we just mix this all up so there's not going to be any bits in. And when we use it like this, we can really see when and if any little goobers come out. No. I'm going to do. Yeah, I changed my mind, Christy. Were you not listening, darling? Yeah. No. It's okay, darling. Yeah, Christy got a bit confused. She said, "Oh, so you're not doing a dirty pour, Dutch pour anymore?" I'm like, "No." Oh, there was some goobers that came out of that yellow. I saw them go in, and I can't fish them out. Oh, Christy's internet is cutting in and out, and she missed the bit where we said, where I said, sorry guys, I'm going to call it because I got this new cup, and I wanted to use the new cup because it's fun. Exactly. Bingo. And you know what? I might just, in between these last two, I'm going to put a little bit of the white in. Why not? There we go. Just wipe the edge. You know me, guys, really quite. Paint must be where paint can only be and nowhere else. Excellent, so that's the cobalt blue in there. And now the fantastic, majestic purple. There we go. Now because my math is slightly off and it's slightly under 3 ounces to 100 millilitres, and we got rid of this gold, why didn't we just throw this gold down as a flow extender around what we're doing here? How does that sound, Christy? Everything is so quiet. No, fantastic. Excellent. No, wait, you're right, darling. Okay. It's hard to kind of pay attention to what we're doing here and also participate in the live chat, because the live chat is such a fun place to be, as we all know, absolutely. That's why so many of you lovely people watch the show back, which is really cool. So I am going to, put some of this down to begin with. Perfect. And now we've still got a little bit left in there if we need a bit more before we tilt the piece to get all the corners and edges covered. Now, what do we reckon? Look, this is looking far better now. Thank you, Nelvia, for that heads up. Maybe in my rush, I would have just picked it up and used it. That doesn't look too bad. So I'm just going to put it down first or around the edge as a bit more flow extender. Why not?
First down, last off.
First down, exactly. First in, last out. Bingo. So there we go, guys. We've got a good, there was half of that. There was 4.5 ounces. No, there was 6, wasn't there? Half of that is 3. And then the gold in there was another 2. So we've got 5 ounces down there. And about at least another 7 in here. So here we go. Let's see how we're going to do. Now, I'm going to do the fabulous ring pour thing, where we just gently pour it out. Oh, this is working nicely. I love the rings I'm getting. Isn't it amazing with a proper little spout for pouring? And I got these with the resin that we inadvertently bought. And this is working really nicely, actually. Here we go for the ribbon pour, guys. Oh, I saw some bloops come out of that. We're definitely going to see those when they come out. Excellent. There we go. The cup's not too bad. It looks quite pretty. So again, I am going to, because we used the 2 metallics in there, hopefully that's going to give us some kind of cell action. And the other thing that gives us cell action is giving it a little torch like this. And then, so awesome, here we go. We've got enough paint here, but I want to kind of keep as much of it as we can. So I'm just going to put a little bit more on there and a little bit more on this side. And I'm just going to pat it out, just so it has something to move on that isn't just bare canvas. Because as we know, the paint rolls over itself. And we want to try and keep as much of these little designs and interesting bits as we can until halfway through tilting, when we have a look at it and we're like, right, okay, what do we like, what do we don't like? Let's tilt it this way, let's tilt it that way. And we can end up with something we really like. Because usually there's some pieces that we really like over more than others. Okay, so now's the time to get really messy. Do you want me to get rid of the light ring, guys, before I get too messy? I'm just going to take it as a yes, because the glare I know you guys don't like. Oh, thank you, whomever just sent that super sticker. That's so kind of you. Right, okay, guys, so we get it all moving nicely. And let's go for this one first. So bang. And then let's come back over and just go straight to this one, boom. And then we're going to come back over. bringing it back into the middle. Wow. This is coming out quite lovely. I'm loving the yellow cells that are happening there. So now we want to just get this corner over, boom, bring it back. Wow, this is looking great, guys. I'm very happy about this. Let's get this one over, boom, and then back in. Awesome. Oh, fantastic. Now, I did forget the little 2-ounce pots. I believe there's some in the laundry room, Vanna, up on the shelf. We just need 4, so I can put this down.
Do you want them on here?
Yeah, please do. And then I can just put this down and I can clean myself up a bit and we can talk about what I've just made here. Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, well done. Excellent. Anna's wearing a rather beautiful shirt. Everyone's like, oh, did we get paint on it?
No.
No, we did not. So there you go, my friends. So that was it was going to be, well, it started, you could see as I was pouring it out, it was a ribbon pour, but now after that tilting, and I always, most of the time I prefer tilting the pieces over one to each edge, because we get these fantastic kind of beautiful shapes that look like agate or rock formation, stuff like that. Yeah, Vanna, thank you very much, darling. She says it's beautiful, it's lovely. So again, we've just got to make sure we keep wiping these edges off, guys, because the edges, if we don't take the drips off, we'll continue to pull the paint off the piece. But now I can see it's just touching, it's just the paint is beautifully sitting there on the top of the cradle with the surface tension. Right, okay guys, so here we go. Look, this is really quite cool. Now, there were, I think it's the air bubbles, yeah, it's the air bubbles that were in the white base that I put down that are starting to pop up now.
Torch it.
But yeah, torch it. Vanessa says, torch it more, torch it more. Let's get more freckles. Because I actually like these little freckles. I think they're quite nice. And I really do love these budget-friendly paints, because what you can create with them is really pretty darn good, and it's going to be satisfying for people, you know, that can't afford or haven't invested yet in all of the lovely pigments and the more expensive paints that do the colour flipping and the colour swapping and stuff like that. But for these just little dollar store paints, you can have a fantastic afternoon fun with the grands or with the nieces and nephews, or just with you and your friends. Again, I know there's been a sip and pour event was on the Little Piggy site the other day, and I know a few of you like to enjoy a little tipple because it's past 5 o'clock somewhere in the world. While we're doing this pouring, because it's always nice just to, you know, wet your whistle. And I've only got bubbly. I'm not drinking while I'm presenting because that's not professional, but
I like how the gold is shining through.
isn't it? So Vanna just said, I love how the gold is shining through, and when you get it at an angle, the gold really does kind of shine through a little bit. Now, okay, guys, I've cleaned up my hands so I can bring you in nice and close for a close-up. Is that good, Christy? Here we go, let me get you in the middle, there we go. That good? Is it focused properly? Did I get the shot straight, Christy? Oh my gosh. Oh, came out of its little clamp and I almost dropped it screen first into this. Now that wouldn't have been fun at all. I would have been Mr. Moody Pants if that had happened, because that would have been the end of the show. Probably a new phone, I don't know. But anyway, there we go, my friends. You got a nice close-up there of the picture we just made. So let me just pick it up gently here, and then I'll bring you in for a nice close-up. See these little white dots? Are they popping in? I love it. I love them when we get these little bits of white popping in. Let's just go along a bit further so we get that corner is really pretty with all of the little cells, microcells popping up. And that's what we've got here, guys, like, you know, like millions of little microcells, all the little tiny yellow ones that are popping up through in the red. And then this corner over here is particularly beautiful. I love that very much, because we've got the purple. then that lovely tealy green of the peacock pearl, but then with the cobalt blue as well and a bit of red. I just, yeah, really, really quite loving this. Now, yeah, there is quite a lot of paint on here and we could have tipped more off, but you don't have to if you don't want to with this technique and this recipe, because we've put literally so much Floetrol in this paint. It could be twice as thick almost. And given time, it will take twice as long to dry, absolutely. But given time, it will dry absolutely beautifully, flat and gorgeous, even given that we have way more paint on the canvas than, or the cradle, than we would usually like, and we would tip off. Oh, wow, no, you see, I've got to bring you in again, because these cells are just getting a little bit bigger every time. Look at those ones here, these little green. Absolutely beautiful. Is that nicely in focus, Vanna?
I have it paused.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Vanna's doing the live chat. Christy, can you see it? Is that nicely focused? Christy's gone from my ear. Well, I'm going to take it as yes, it is pretty nicely focused, and you guys could see what I was going on about. See, oh, Christy's internet's out, so we've lost her.
Says it's good.
Georgianne, oh, thank you, Precious Bean. Thank you so much, Georgianne. It's good, yeah, it's in focus and everything like that. So that's awesome. There we go. Oh, I've moved my pad now. Her name was Krina Toma. Is she in the live chat? Was she in the live chat, anybody?
I think she was, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic if she was. Excellent. So if you're still there, Karina, make sure you join us on the Acrylic Crazy Chain on Facebook if you haven't already. And I can send you a message via there and I can get your shipping details, and I'm going to get all of those lovely materials that were donated by another fantastic, lovely bean. And they're just going to be renamed, they're going to remain anonymous, because they're lovely, lovely people that could afford to help, and they did, which is absolutely amazing. I feel it's one of the best things you can do with your time and your money is helping share it, help people and share your experience, because, you know, we're here for one time, not a long time. Isn't that how it goes? But anyway, guys, there you go. There was our kind of ribbon pour at first. Wow, the cells, all of those little, the cobalt blue and the purple cells are really popping up now in the red. That's fantastic. I might just give it another torch and see if that helps again. Look at them.
Oh, yeah.
We've got billions and billions of microcells.
That's so pretty.
Isn't it? One last look. Ding, 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 ding. Purple and red together, of course. You see, you cannot lose, can you? But there you go, my friends. Just a couple of extra seconds. Maybe you can take a screenshot so you can look at it more later. But yeah, the yellow is just popping on that red and giving us some crazy stuff with the orange. But there we go. Fantastic. So, as I said at the beginning of the show, this was back to basics for the beginners. I hardly got any questions, no questions really. So obviously all of the people watching, all your questions were taken care of by the fabulous co-hosts, which is awesome there. And so after the joy of pouring now with me, sorry for just getting myself a little bit comfortable, the Acrylic Crazy Train goes to New South Wales for Venom Fluid Art, where we kick off with him and his video. And I believe, if I remember rightly, the video is what to do, or is your
Thickness and
the thing, yeah, are your paints too thin for blooms? I think it is, if that's it. Christy, are you still in my ear? I just saw someone read a question. What's the progress with Chomp? Right, excellent. Yes, let me just tell you guys about the track. The progress is nothing yet. I still got it. Again, I need to find, and I've been helped by a couple of people who've suggested to go to the dollar stores where they have little quart pots, something that isn't glass, plastic, you know, that can be sent and is going to travel more easily and more forgivably. And then all it is really is just, again, a donation through the PayPal to Frosty Eye Candy, and we can send them off to you. But I still need to find out a rough idea of how much it will cost to send one, because we need a box to put them in, and they're quite heavy because a quart of liquid is a quart of liquid. So I've still yet to do that. I'm very sorry. Thank you for your patience. We still have it. It will come to you when we get all those bits sorted out, okay? Bubbly. So, it's really lovely, that bubbly drink. I do enjoy it with no extra sugar or anything like that. So anyway, New South Wales and Venom Fluid are after this, and then we're coming back to Illinois and the lovely Creations by Christy, who's usually in my ear, but her internet is out and gone, so I'm just going to take this out of my ear. I don't need the thing in there anymore. So yes, we're going for a lovely premiere with Creations by Christy. And then after that, our special guest is Taslima from Maya Art. Taslima from Taslima Maya Art. Maya Art. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation, Taslima. I'm very sorry. Taslima is our special guest. She was with Brett Sheldon last week because Lance couldn't make it. Hopefully we're going to see Lance next week. But Taslima is after Creations by Christy, and that's going to be the end of the train for today. So again, thank you very much, guys. Please spread the word about the new kind of time for the new time frame that we guys have with Sheldon, Britt, and Lance before at 1 o'clock, and then you have me, The Joy of Pouring, with Cyphers, this idiot, at 2 p.m. And then after that, we're going to Darren, Venom Fluid Art in New South Wales, then Christy, then Taslima. So that's the new kind of timetable kind of thing, the reorder, so we can hopefully not tie up too much of your Sunday afternoons, and we can get a bit of our Sunday afternoons as well. So again, Karina, congratulations for winning the materials prize. We're going to finish a few minutes early just to give you guys a chance to go and get a snack or go and have a quick pee break, because you've been listening to me waffle on and you've been chitty chatting up a storm in the thing. All right, Janice Lamson Jambean says, is Chomp like Zepp? It's an orange. Yes, it could be, because I don't know Zepp personally, but the Chomp is... It's an orange oil-based degreaser. So if that's a similar thing, maybe give it a try, Janice. Jan Bean. That would be great. Give it a try, because maybe they market it as Chomp up here in Canada, and it's called something else maybe in the States.
Test, get someone a paintbrush and let it dry, and then see if it removes it.
Okay. So Vanna says, come and tell us that little tip there, Vanna.
If you guys want to test it, the way to know if it really works is to get it on a paintbrush, let it dry out a little bit, and then get some of the cleaner on it and bubble it all up and see if it dissolves the dried paint, and then you know you've got a winner. So
you need to use a paintbrush first and let it kind of dry a bit? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But not maybe overnight. I mean, it can save some things, but if you've just misplaced a brush for, say, a few hours or so, it can actually just break down the orange oil breaks down the latex and the rubber that are in the paint, and it helps it come out. I've even had it come out dried paint in some clothes as well, which is pretty damn amazing. And carpet, yes, it comes out of carpet. It brings paint out of the carpet. It takes paint off wooden floors, an absolute dream. But anyway, so just before we go, I'd like to tell you about the TLP event I am in a collaboration with. It's on the 1st and 2nd of October. Please check out, it's going to be in the details of this video, and it's going to be details I've posted on the Acrylic Crazy Train group on Facebook. It's a huge, great big collaboration over the 1st, 2nd and 3rd of October, because a lot of the artists are in Australia and a lot of artists are in North America. And you can win 10 piggies. Okay, so you've got to watch all the videos and then watch a video at the end and enter, but you can win 10 piggies. And again, the prize is on the little video that I posted on the Acrylic Crazy Train. So my friends, my lovely jelly beans, my fabulous passengers, thank you so much. I love you all, and I will see you in Venom's live chat. Happy pouring.